Hey everyone, it's story time, and today we're going to Armenia to talk about one of the coolest fairy tale princesses of all time, Queen Anahit. Once upon a time, there was a prince walking by a river when he saw the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. She was a shepherd's daughter, and her name was Anahit. The prince was so enamored by Anahit, he approached her, and they talked the entire day from sun up to sundown. The two were in love, and the next day the prince revealed who he really was, that he was the prince of all the land, and he had all this gold and all these riches, and he wanted Anahit to be his princess. And she said no. So why would Anahit, the daughter of a shepherd, turn down becoming a princess? The answer was simple. The prince didn't have any skills. The prince was stunned. How could the daughter of a shepherd turn down becoming a princess? And Anahit made her intentions very clear. She said, look, I like you. I probably love you. But the truth is, you're a prince and only a prince. You have no skills. You have no job. You have no career. You just are a prince. And that's not good enough for me. And what did the prince do? He listened to Anahit. He went out and he got a job as a weaver just to show that he wasn't just a prince. After months had passed and the prince had mastered becoming a weaver, he went back to Anahit and said, look, I made you this blanket with my own hands, a skill that anyone would be proud of. So please, would you marry me? Not just a prince, but the wife of a weaver. And she said, yes, I'd love to marry you. And they got married that same day. Now, not long after they got married, the prince would become king, and Anahit was worried. Anahit told her husband straight up, look, you're a sweet guy and I love you. Everybody loves you. But you're not really a man of the people. You gotta go out there, live like them, understand their opinions of you, not as a prince, but as a common man. And the king listened to his wife. He put her in charge of the entire kingdom, and he went out and lived as a common man for a whole year. But the thing was, after that year, the king didn't come back, and Anahit started getting worried. She would often check up on him, but she realized she hadn't got an update for him in a while. It turns out the king had been kidnapped, and how Queen Anahit figured that out was pretty genius on both of their parts. The king had been kidnapped and stored away in a castle in another kingdom. And no one believed that this weaver was king, so they made him make blankets for them. But the king was smart. He'd gotten so good at weaving that he started hiding secret messages in them. And when one of those blankets made their way to Queen Anahit, she quickly realized what happened and went to war. That's right, Queen Anahit, the daughter of a shepherd, threw on armor, a sword, and a spear, jumped on a horse and said, look, anyone who cares about me or my kingdom or my king, we're going to war. We're going to break my husband out of this prison. And would you believe it? Every single person in her kingdom joined the cause. Whether they could walk, run, ride a horse, it didn't matter. They followed Queen Anahit into battle. Queen Anahit and the citizens of her kingdom stormed the prison. They took it, suffering no casualties because they were all watching each other's back. And they saved the king. Now, I don't know about you, but that is one of the coolest things I have ever read in any fairy tale or folklore ever. Now, we're lucky enough with this fairy tale that we have 3 morals to the story. The first is, know your worth and settle for nothing less. The second is, if you love something or someone, you might have to fight for it. And the third is, no matter where you come from, whether you're a prince or a shepherd's daughter, you can be capable of anything. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below which fairy tale, folklore, mythology, or region you want me to cover next. And as always, have a magical day.